Hello, my name is Navigator. In today's quick video, we're going to be going over the new, as it says on the box right there, DC Mattel core figures, as they're calling it. And today we have Batman and Joker. And these two figures did come separately, but I wanted to unbox them together in one video. So my local Target did get these. I'm not sure if they're really hitting Walmart's yet. I haven't really looked. They're not hitting my local ones at all. But they have at my local Target, that's what I'm trying to say, they have Flash, Joker, Batman, and then the Batmobile, but there are more figures in the way. I'm really looking for that Green Lantern. That's the one that I really want the most, the John Stewart. But with that out of the way, a couple things I wanted to say is, number one, I've been, as you guys know, over the past year and a half nearly, I've been collecting DC Universe Classics, and I've nearly collected that entire line, at least all the ones that I want. And that was the previous DC series before McFarlane took over was, DC Universe Classics by Mattel. And now that Mattel has the DC line once again, it is just really refreshing to have these figures. So I've already opened them. I've already taken a brief look at them. Let's hop into them and I will show you why I am in love with these. So number one, we'll take a look at the box real quick here. Very straightforward, just this new Batman action figure, nothing too crazy, DC logo. On the back here, a little, write up. And, some of the other figures that are in the line, including the Robin, the Flash. I'm looking for the Robin. And then we also have the box for the Joker here, as you can see. Same story, has the Joker there on the back. So there you go. I'll keep those off screen because I want to spread this out. But we'll start off with the Batman. And the first thing that comes with the Batman is going to be the little instructional packet. And you can see it just kind of has everything that comes with it to make sure that everything's comprehensive. Little instructions if you need them. And it's the same thing with the Joker. I'll just get that one out of the way too here. Same thing with the accessories that he comes with. It does say masks, keep that in mind. One thing I do want to say though is that on the shelf, these are $12.99. At checkout, they're like $14.30. So really, these are a really affordable line, and I'm curious to see what the adult-oriented line is going to be like price-wise. But for $14, you are getting a lot with these figures. So with the Batman, the figure itself, there's no foot or ankle articulation, but it is made up elsewhere, trust me. So you're not really getting a whole lot of articulation there. There is the swivel with the leg just a little bit. But coming to the knees here, as you guys can see, it is double jointed, so you get a lot of motion there, a lot of range, and it's some nice soft plastic as opposed to McFarlane, so you can pose it very well and maneuver it very well. You get the ab splits there. A really cool tool belt here, and as we're going to see, you can actually throw on a lot of the accessories. So we have that, and this actually comes off. I'm not going to do it here, but this is a soft plastic, and you can pull that right off and take off the belt if you want. On the torso here, there's no crunch, but we do have a swivel there, so we do get that. Single jointed arms that do come up pretty far, and that is nice. And we do have some swivel there and some bend with the wrists, if you guys were curious, and just kind of like some trigger hands, Lego man hands, as I like to call them. As we get up here, we have a great head sculpt that looks incredible. And that's on a ball joint, so you can move that all around. You can look up and look down. And then the arms, they do come out as well. So you're getting a real big range of articulation with this. Pretty much a normal action figure aside from the ab crunch. So that's really the only thing that's missing from these figures is the ab crunch. So we have that. And then the accessories that he came with. Number one, we do have a weapons rack. And we're going to take a look at the weapons here in just a second. But we have this, and actually, real quick, folks, my window's already open. I'm getting really hot in here for no reason. So I'm going to move a little faster so I don't overheat. We have this cool weapons rack, and actually, let's do that right now. These are all the weapons he comes with, and although it does come on the Ninja Turtles-esque kind of card where you're cutting them all out, it's a lot of accessories. So although they're not really, painted or detailed, you're getting a lot of accessories with it. So number one, we have just kind of these little, I don't even know what you would call these. I don't know, these little disc things. So we have these. You can get a nice little look at that. We get two of those. And then we also have what seems to be kind of like a Batarang launcher almost. I'm not really sure. And this plastic is kind of tough. We'll pull this off. And you get a little Batarang launcher thing. I'm not really sure what that is, but we have that. And then what else do we got? We have a whole bunch of Batarangs here. I'll just pull one off and show it to you real quick. But there you go. One of those Batarangs there, and that will obviously fit in his hand. And you can see in the middle there, that's the little plug for the belt, and you can throw that right on. And then we also have what I'm really surprised about, because you don't really see these too often. We have a grapnel launcher, which is super cool. I love seeing grapnel launchers with Batman figures. So it's sweet to have that. And again, that'll peg in right on the back. And then finally here, I think that these are just going to be like smoke bombs or something. You can pull that right off. And there's a little peg for I know it's a little blurry, but you guys can see these little smoke bombs there. So real quick, let's throw those in to the back. We'll throw the smoke bomb on. Sweet. The grapnel launcher. And that plugs right into the back there, as you can see. And that's on there pretty nice, I'm not going to lie. I like that. And then let's throw the Batarang in the hand. And that way you guys can get a good picture of it. So we'll throw that there. Beautiful. And that all fits in very nice. Oh, and he has a cloth cape too, where you can plug some stuff into the back. Forgot to mention that. But there is Batman. And now we move on to Joker. Oh, and you can see here, those are little pegs in the weapon racks. You can throw all the accessories on there as well. But now we move on to Joker. So down here, he does have some slight foot rotation. So there's a little bit there, but he's got just black shoes, purple pants, double jointed knees. You get a lot of rotation there. You can almost fold them right up. And that is awesome. You get some swivel there at the thighs. Same on Batman, if I didn't mention that. There's some swivel there. He can do the splits. No ab crunch, like I said, but for him it's okay because he has this nice little suit on with some orange, green, black, predominantly purple with the little pink flower. Again, the same swivel there, trigger hands. You get the single jointed arms, a great looking head sculpt, really awesome looking head sculpt. That is just so perfect. Look at that. Sorry about my calluses, folks, but that is just so perfect. Little tailcoat on the back that flips up with that soft plastic. And this is just incredible. A great figure. These are so great for the price point. The accessories that he comes with, number one, we do have this really cool launcher here. We're going to take a look at how it works in a second. But you can articulate the little laughing thing here and open it up so you can shoot out or close it. If you don't want to, you can move it down, do whatever you want. But that does fit into his hand. So we can throw that right in. Perfect. It's a little oversized, but it's Joker, so what do you expect? But we do have that. And then his accessories, we have some more of these discs, and I got to figure out what these discs are for. Maybe it's just for like a stand or something. I have no idea, but the discs. And then we also have this like Joker battle axe, which is really crazy with the little clown face on there. And then these, I believe, are going to be the projectiles for the launcher, so I'll just rip that right off. Get rid of that disc. We can pull that off and pull that off. We can pop these right in. And hopefully just these will fly right out. Let's see. Boom and boom. And let's see. What about that second one? Is that second one going to go? Maybe not. Let's try it up there again. Boom. Beautiful. I love it. What a nice little play feature, but arguably the best play feature. And one of the really cool parts about this early Mattel core line is the kind of collect and connect interchangeability of it. Now, what do I mean by that? Number one product that they have out that I'm probably going to end up getting at some point is the Mattel Batmobile. And the Batmobile will allow you to include the Robin motorcycle. You can literally shove it inside the Batmobile. On top of that, you could also Jokerize the Batmobile and throw in this weapon here using that mount. You can put it right on top of the Batmobile. And again, hopefully I do a video of this one day so I can show you. But finally, the Joker figure comes with a bunch of masks that you can have to Jokerize a lot of the other figures that you get, including Robin, Batman, and Flash. So right here we have a little mask, and we can throw this on our Batman figure, and you can see that he becomes Jokerized. And they look like head sculpts. When I first got them, I thought they were head sculpts, but still, that mask works really well. I mean, check that out. Let's get a good look at that. Let's see. Come on. Let's focus up. There we go. That is really cool. So you can have him kind of like, you know, under the thumb, a little henchman, and then maybe he breaks out or something. And you can throw the same one on Flash and on Robin. So we have these here, and that is really cool. I love that. I love the fact that they are encouraging you to get all the figures, and that way you can kind of assemble them and play with them. What I really want, though, is a play set. That's what we really need. A Hall of Justice. That's what I want, because not only it's not just Batman, it's just DC. Give us a Hall of Justice. Give us a place where we can display all of these figures and not just the Batman ones. But folks, there you go. Kind of a 10-minute, almost 10-minute review of the new DC Batman and Joker figures from Mattel. I am very excited for this line. I cannot tell you how excited I am. And I'm curious to see what other figures and play sets and accessories, who knows, are going to be coming in the future from DC Mattel. As always, folks, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.